Hi and welcome to or welcome back to my channel. So before I talk about today's video, I'm just going to take a minute to appreciate my own hair. Like, can we just appreciate how curly it is? Look at that one curl. This is my natural hair. I did this with water, but these bits are a bit ruined, they're a bit straight because straightening your hair is it fucks it up massively. So I'm trying to do like no heat on my hair, like make it, I don't know, see if it can all be this curly and just try and get it as healthy as possible. So if you'd like to see a video on that, like how I'm actually going to do it and if it does anything, then let me know and I'll film it over a week or a month or something like that, just giving regular updates so that you can see. And if it actually works, so maybe you want to do the same. So yeah, just let me know. But today's video, it's I don't really know how to explain what it is. It's just very dark and deep, and I've seen a lot of it circulating online, particularly Coco_Malone on Instagram, and I know that she's got a YouTube video out because I believe TikTok deleted her videos. So I'll leave the link to the video down below so that you can go check that out, because I got quite a bit of information from there, and then other YouTube videos and just pictures that I've seen online. And then once I found all of this information, I just wrote it down and then did a bit of digging, see if it actually correlates. And when it did, let's just say I was very, very shocked and disturbed. So obviously you can't just take my word for it, like I didn't want to take everyone else's word for it. So as always with these videos, I'll leave some links down below so that you can check them out. It'll be under research links or something like that, so you can go and check them out and make your own mind up, because I don't want to just persuade you, I want you to be able to see it for yourself. But today we're going to talk about, well, you probably already know from the title, the Wayfair child trafficking scandal, and see who it links to. I bet you can't guess already. If you've already seen my videos that are like this, and I'm sure there'll be more to come, they all kind of link back to the same people. So not to give it away or anything, but I'll leave the link down below to my Madeleine McCann video, as there's a few similar people involved, but we'll get into that further into the video. So without further ado, roll the video. So the first thing that everyone noticed was cabinets. I'll insert a picture so you can see what I'm on about, but they're just kind of like metal cabinets, and they're $14,000. 14,000 for a simple just metal cupboard. $14,000. But there's like 4 different ones, I believe, and they all have different names, but they're the same product, or they're like different styles of the same product, if that makes sense. And they're in varying prices, which if they were reasonably priced would make sense, because some are bigger, some are smaller, that sort of thing. But every single one of these cabinets, like the names, so you know how like brands and stuff give it a name, well, all of these have names, and all of the names, all of them, all 4, there might be more, but I just know all 4 of them, all 4 of them, I'm just going to keep repeating it, have names, like female names, that are all the names of recently missing children. I'll insert some pictures if you don't believe me, but one of the cabinets is called Samia. I'm so sorry if I'm saying that wrong. One of them's called Samia 5 Shelf Storage Cabinet, and that's $12,000. And then it's linked to an article that says missing from Columbus, Ohio, 17-year-old Samia. There's another one, whereas the other one was like a square one, this is more like a wardrobe kind of shaped one, if you know what I mean, and it's called the Yetiza storage cabinet for $13,000, well, nearly $14,000. And if you go on missing children's, like the website for it, I believe it is, there's a girl that's been missing since the 10th of June called Yuritsa Castro. I'm so sorry if I'm saying that wrong. My pronunciation of things is horrendous, but she went missing extremely recently, like a month ago, if that. So yeah, but like I said, I'll insert the pictures. You've probably already seen them while I'm speaking. Even the name Wayfair, waif means a stray person or animal, especially a homeless child, and fair, the price charged to transport a person. Wayfair, so a child being transported for a price. That's literally the name. And that might seem far-fetched for some people, but the only reason, in my opinion, that people would debunk this theory and not believe in it is simply because it's a well-known furniture company. But if it was just a group of people online that had this name and was doing these things, then everyone would just instantly believe that they're guilty. So why would they not hide as a well-known furniture company for people to just debunk the theories if they ever found this sort of thing out? Does that make sense? Like, they're just hiding in plain sight, which is the best place to hide because no one will ever suspect you. So Wayfair have released their response to this, and I'll put it up on the screen, explaining that the products in question are industrial grade cabinets and are accurately priced. And then going on to explain that they have temporarily removed the products from the site to rename them and to provide a more in-depth description and photos that accurately depict the product to clarify the price point, because these cabinets were $14,000 with just one picture, not explaining that they were industrial grade, just making out as though you could just have them in your house for $14,000. But I thought to myself, there's others when I saw them. So that statement only covers the cabinets and not everything else that people have been finding out, like an $11,000 new baby album. Why would you have to state that it's new? Why would Wayfair be selling an old baby album that belongs to someone else, like already got a name in, and that they wouldn't do that? Why would any shop do that? It's not like it's eBay or something like that where they sell used things. It's a baby album for $11,000. $11,000. Who would pay $11,000 for a baby album where you like write their name and like stick a piece of hair in their first tooth and write their first word and stuff like that? $11,000. But if that's not convincing enough, on Wayfair's website they sell things as other brands, so like brands can sell their products on Wayfair, if that makes sense. And the most disturbing one that I found is called Bungalow Rose. The Bungalow Rose is what they sell, like soft furnishings, like shower curtains, we'll get onto them, and just stuff like that, just like soft furnishings instead of like big furniture that like Wayfair sell, like wardrobes and beds sort of thing. But every single, and I mean every single product that is listed on Bungalow Rose, like on through Wayfair, is the same name of a recently missing child, or just a missing child. Most of them recent, some of them not as recent, but every single product. That's obviously like expensive ones. I'm sure there's just normal ones that everyday people would buy. They'd rather buy a £40 pillow than a £14,000 pillow. So we'll move on to that. Bungalow Rose were selling, I believe they've been deleted now, funny enough, Zodiac pillows, so like Zodiac star signs. However, they weren't the normal star signs like Sagittarius, Pisces, Aries. They all had names of people just nothing to do with zodiac signs, such as Durban and the police. Insert some pictures of the pillars and then the recent missing children, just a few of them, because we'd be here all day if we listed all of them. But these pillars are selling for £10,000, well, 1p off £10,000 for a pillar of a star sign that's not a real star sign. It's a zodiac theme without actual zodiac star signs. They're named after recently missing children. But if that's not good enough, they have the same zodiac theme running through their shower curtains, and they have one shower curtain that's priced at $100 and the exact same shower curtain then priced at £10,000. The names of the $10,000 shower curtains all have different names, even though they're the same product, and all of the names are missing children. A shower curtain for $10,000 with the name of a missing child. So that's pillars, industrial grade cabinets, shower curtains, and a new baby book, all for $10,000 or upwards. I don't know about you, but I would never buy anything of that price for a pillar that's not even a real star sign. You can't get your own, you just get a missing child's name. Why would anyone want that? So this is where it gets even weirder and even more disturbing. So I know I gave a disclaimer at the beginning of the video, but this is more about younger children, so I understand if that's difficult for people to listen to. So if it is, then probably don't watch the rest of what I'm about to speak about. I'll leave a little timestamp of where you can skip to, because it upset me, to be honest, when I was researching it. I'm not saying that it is true, but if it is, then it's really disturbing, and it's just kind of, it's so uncomfortable to think about, but it needs to be talked about and it needs to be spread, because this could just be a theory, but if it's not, then something needs to happen about it. So like I said, I'll leave a timestamp of where you can skip to, but I'm going to go into it. So the next one are dinosaur pictures. I'll insert pictures so that you can see them. They're just square picture frames with a little picture of like a cartoon dinosaur, like 4 different ones as a set. So on the picture you can clearly see that they are all the same size picture. They're a set of 4, they look like squares and they fit into a square when you put them together, as you can see on the picture. However, they're selling them for $30,000 for 4 picture frames with cartoon dinosaurs. And if that's not bad enough, and these don't obviously have the name of missing children, as it's just 4-piece set or whatever it's called, but when you look at the sizing and the weight of the product, all of the heights and the widths of the picture frames, the different pictures are different, but as you can see on the picture, they're all the same size. I'm just going to reiterate, these are for $30,000. So I'll insert a picture of the sizing of them. They're all different, and the bottom one says that it's £32. So I thought, well, that's quite heavy. So I did a bit of measurement googling, and £32 is the equivalent of 16 bags of sugar, like the big bags. 16 of them. Now, I don't know who is into art, if you are, or if you're watching this, but I'm pretty sure a square picture of little dinosaurs for children should not weigh, one picture is the weight of 16 bags of sugar. 16 picture. Not all 4, just one. And if them pictures aren't disturbing enough, there are some cactus pictures. I believe they're different sizes, but they're still a set. This isn't about the sizing. They're listed for $100,000 for a 2-piece cacti picture set. $100,000. Now this pricing is just, there's something wrong with it. Anyone can see that that's just not right. Even if this is not true and they're just charging extortionate prices, then it's still not right, and it's just a really uneasy feeling. But obviously there's more disturbing things, because they couldn't just leave it there, they had to give some more clues. If you Google the SKU code, I think that's how you say it, I'm not too sure, of these cactus pictures, you get countless pictures of little underage girls, just pictures of them. And even more disturbing, in the product description of the cactus, I'll insert a picture, but I'll read it out to you. Brackets, no passport required. Why would you need a passport to order an $100,000 2-piece cactus picture set? The same SKU codes, when you search it up, underage little girl. Faces are all scribbled out to, you know, keep their identity hidden, but yeah, it's just very, very disturbing. So after all of this has become publicised and everyone's talking about it and finding out about it, Wayfair obviously released that statement that I read out to you earlier, and they've deleted all of these products off of their site to better describe their products, rename them, take more pictures of them, so that everyone can see that they're industrial grade cabinets, even though they're selling pillows and shower curtains and pictures for unreasonable prices for no reason whatsoever. But if you Google all of these, you Google like Wayfair and then the product, it comes up with like almost a skeleton of links sort of thing, like ghost links. Like it's still there and you can still see the product name and the price, however you can't click on it as they've been deleted, and it'll just say page not found or whatever it does when you click on links that aren't there anymore. But you can still see that it's there, you can still see the prices, so I'll be sure to link that down below so that you can see that as well. But even employees or ex-employees of Wayfair have come out and basically said that they're not surprised. I'll insert a picture of one of them here, and it's just a guy explaining that he works at Wayfair, and I wouldn't be surprised. The boxes were heavy for no reason, and we had something called ASAPs, which meant we had to load them faster, and all of them were huge. So obviously these were the expensive ones. There's also been people explaining that, I don't know if they still work there or they used to work there, explaining that it's been going on for years, that their products have been overpriced extortionately, and no one really knew why, but no one really questioned it because I guess people were buying them, and I didn't want to think what they were getting when they were buying these things. But yeah, so there's another off-brand other than Bungalow Rose that's on Wayfair, and it's selling a nightlight for £22,000. A little child's nightlight for £22,000. Yeah, 22,000. It's just unbelievable. But like I said in my Madeline McCann video, the FBI certified or accredited paedophile code words, and they also said that there were some unclassified paedophile logos to like indicate to other people that that's where you can find children or people who share the same interests as you, I guess. And on the nightlight there is actually the little boy lover logo on the actual nightlight, and then the brand, the off-brand that's selling this nightlight on Wayfair is called Symbolism, I think that's how you say it, and Max. And the logo, I'll insert a picture, is the boy lover symbol. One's the right way, then the word, and then it's upside down. So that's just a bit of symbolism that also links this in. And it's not as though that they don't know that these are going on. I'm pretty sure there's loads of people around the world, especially big companies, that you've got to remember that these people have like people who make sure that these sort of things aren't on their products, people who check them, and like publicists to make sure that they don't have scandals like this, and that they would be aware that these symbols and what these symbols mean, and yet they're still being posted for £22,000 on a little child's nightlight. So if you remember me saying at the start of the video that this links back to the same people that are believed or theorised to be a part of the Madeleine McCann conspiracy, which this being linked to child trafficking and then Madeleine McCann being linked to it. I mean, I don't feel like anyone else has made that link, but the same person is involved in this as is said to be in the Madeleine McCann, as I spoke about in my video. So I'm going to insert a picture of an email. The email is from John Podesta. I will not go too much into that because I spoke about it in my Madeleine McCann video, but things like this keep coming up, so I might have to just do a part all about that. If you'd like to see that, then let me know and I'll just talk about it all. It's probably going to take some time, but these things need to keep being spoken about because the connections are just appalling and it's really, really uncomfortable. I feel like my moods come down a lot whilst filming this, just thinking about it and reading it out. So if my voice is very monotone, then I'm very sorry about that, but this is a very deep, dark topic and I just needed to share it. So anyway, I'll read the email and I'll insert a picture. So, from John Podesta to Susan Sandler. I spoke about Susan Sandler, well I spoke about Herb Sandler in the Madeleine McCann video, but Susan Sandler is, I'm assuming, related to Herb Sandler in some way. She might be his wife, I'm not too sure, but together they have the Sandler Foundation, I believe it's called, and they've been heavily linked to John Podesta in various WikiLeaks emails, but I'm just going to read this one, and if you want to know more about them, then go check my video out. It's from John Podesta to Susan Sandler, and the subject is, did you leave a handkerchief? The realtor found a handkerchief. I think it has a map that seems pizza related. Is it yours? They can send it if you want. Why would you have a handkerchief with a map of a pizza related map in a handkerchief? From John Podesta. But moving on, there's another one from Catherine Cait to Susan and Herbert Sandler, and it says the subject is, you left something at the field house. And then at the bottom it says, I also meant to inquire yesterday about the pillows you purchased. I can send them as well if you let me know where they are in the house. But I'm going to leave the video here as there's so much more to talk about and so much more is coming out daily. So I might have to make a part 2. If that's something that you'd like to see, then let me know in the comments down below. I just feel like these things keep needing to be talked about, and as much people that can find out about it as possible is so important, as it could be nothing, it is just a theory, but if it is something, then it needs to be talked about. Even if it just stops someone buying an overpriced item from Wayfair, then that's good enough for me, because there's something dodgy going on, and like I said, it relates back to the same people. But I'll do a second part to this video when more stuff comes out, or I do a bit more research about other things or people involved. So that's it, that's the video. If you did like it, please smash the like button, give me a subscribe, turn your post notifications on, because I talk about these things all the time, and if it's something that you're interested in and you want to see and learn more about, then be sure to let me know. Tell me what you think in the comments down below. I'd really like to know your opinion on this, whether you think it's true or not. Like I said at the beginning, Coco Malone, I think that's how you say it, her channel and the video that she did will link down below, as I got a lot of stuff from her, and it's only fair that I give her credit for what she's found, that I then did a bit more research on, as obviously I didn't just want to take her word for it. But this will be in my True Crime Tuesday playlist. However, I'm thinking about renaming it, as I don't really do a lot of true crime. I kind of talk more about conspiracies. So if you've got a good name for it, then please let me know, because I'm lacking the inspiration of naming it. I'll leave a link up there to my last video. Be sure to check that out and give my other videos a watch. It greatly helps me out. So yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see you on Friday. Bye.